Welcome to ancient Egypt, the land of pharaohs, pyramids, and mysteries that have stood the test of time. For over 300 years, this civilization thrived in the heart of the desert, building wonders that continue to baffle us today. But ancient Egypt wasn't just about grand monuments. It was a world of innovations, intrigue, and incredible stories. So today we're diving into the entire history of ancient Egypt from its dawn to its fall. Grab your papyrus and let's get started. It all began along the Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. Around 5000 BCE, people settled here, drawn by the fertile land created by the river's annual floods. Imagine this, a scorching desert surrounding a ribbon of green. Without the Nile, there would be no Egypt. By 3100 BCE, these small communities united under a single ruler, a king named Narmer, or as we sometimes call him, Menes. He's credited with uniting Upper and Lower Egypt into one kingdom. Think of it as the first corporate merger, but instead of boardrooms, there were crowns. 2 crowns to be exact, the white crown of Upper Egypt and the red crown of Lower Egypt. The Old Kingdom, starting around 2700 BCE, is often called the Age of the Pyramids. And no wonder, this is when the Egyptians built the most famous of their monuments. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, is the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. But how did they do it? No, aliens didn't help. It was pure human ingenuity. Using ramps, levers, and thousands of skilled workers, they moved millions of limestone blocks into place. Some weighed as much as an elephant. And it wasn't just about showing off, these pyramids were massive tombs. The Egyptians believed in an elaborate afterlife, and these monuments were their way of saying, hey, I plan to live forever. But no golden ages lasts forever. By 2200 BCE, the Old Kingdom collapsed. Drought, political instability, and rebellious nobles created chaos. For over a century, Egypt was divided. Then came the Middle Kingdom, a renaissance of sorts. Pharaohs like Mentuhotep II reunited the land, bringing stability and prosperity. This was Egypt at its creative peak. Literature, art, and grand temples flourished. The afterlife became more democratic too. Suddenly it wasn't just for pharaohs. Every commoner had a shot at eternal life. Talk about leveling the playing field. Now, let's fast forward to the New Kingdom, starting around 1550 BCE. This was Egypt's golden era of power and influence. Pharaohs like Hatshepsut, one of the few female rulers, expanded trade and built monuments that still dazzle today. And then there was Ramses II, aka Ramses the Great. If Egypt had a rock star, it was him. He ruled for 66 years, built colossal statues of himself, and even signed one of the first known peace treaties after battling the Hittites. Talk about leaving a legacy. But ancient Egyptians wasn't all smooth sailing. Enter Akhenaten, the heretic pharaoh, around 1350 BCE. He flipped the script, abandoning traditional gods in favor of one deity, Aten, the sun disk. This was revolutionary. Imagine if someone banned all your favorite gods overnight. Akhenaten and his queen Nefertiti built a new city, Amarna, dedicated to their new religion. But after Akhenaten's death, the Egyptians pretty much hit the undo button, erasing him from history. Well, they tried, but here we are, still talking about him. By the end of the New Kingdom, around 1070 BCE, Egypt's glory days were behind it. Internal strife and invasions chipped away at its power. First came the Libyans, then the Nubians, and eventually the Assyrians and Persians. Egypt was like a prize being passed from one conqueror to the next. The final blow came in 30 BCE when Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh, famously aligned with Rome's Mark Antony. After their defeat by Octavian, Egypt became a Roman province. And just like that, over 3,000 years of independent rule came to an end. But ancient Egypt never truly disappeared. Its influence is everywhere, in language, architecture, and even pop culture. From the Rosetta Stone unlocking ancient scripts to the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, Egypt continues to captivate the world. So the next time you see a pyramid or hear about Cleopatra, remember it's not just history. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and the human desire to leave a mark on the world. If you enjoyed this journey through ancient Egypt, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. What part of Egypt's history fascinates you most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.